Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm Micah, and today we are reviewing the Ergo Hammer. Hit the B-roll. The Ergo Hammer is a new lever out of Canada, designed and built by Deborah McCann. The unique head design allows for a 90-degree transition from tuning tip to head, combined with the secondary low angle, allowing sufficient clearance while remaining as close to 90 degrees as possible. This angle will change from lever to lever depending on your grip design. These levers come in small, medium, and large, but the unique part is each one can be custom shaped to order, fitting your design exactly. The maker hand grinds their grips instead of turning on a lathe, which allows for pretty much whatever shape you can dream up. These levers are not shipped with a tuning tip, but fit nearly every tip I've tried, between the threaded adapter and the yawn spacer that's included. The only tip that hasn't fit so far is the Yamaha, which only fits the Yamaha levers. I should disclose, I was asked to provide some private feedback on a few of these levers. I was given one of these levers for my feedback and will be sending the remaining two back. But rest assured, I will remain honest and impartial in this review. I am continuing on with the format of rating comfort, control, and appearance on a 5-point scale, just like in my prior reviews. Links above and in the description. I tried to remain objective, but tuning levers are so personal, there will still be a degree of subjectivity here. I am slapping a number on my opinions, but I hope the main takeaways are my descriptions and visuals as to why something does or does not work for me. I hope that can be compared to your own experiences and help inform your decisions on purchasing a lever for your own personal needs. I will review each of these levers individually as they have significant differences. The first one I tried is this large Arbutus wood Ergo Hammer. 12 inches in overall length, 12.1 ounces without the tip, low angle ergo head. I used the Casoto Prestige 1A tip on all of these levers, although no tip is included. This is the Arbutus wood grip and is available for $446 at proptn.org. This lever is moderately comfortable. I generally like the shape of the grip and the lack of pressure points, but I do have two adjustments that I think would make it fit my hand better. First, I like the size of this ball, but I do wish it tapered down more at a sharper angle to a narrower radius right here. This would allow my hand to rest more naturally without rotating my wrist out of alignment with my arm. And second, I would like to see a tapered index point about an inch back from where the head meets the grip to allow a place to pick up the lever and move from pin to pin more comfortably with a mechanical advantage rather than trying to grip this smooth haft and move it. It kind of slides in the hand, and I think an index point would make it a lot more comfortable to move. It's not very comfortable to grip the head and eventually causes some thumb discomfort. The oblong grip shape forces my forearm and wrist to remain at 90 degrees to the lever, otherwise I start to flag pull a bit by applying pressure to the side of this oblong radius. This feels really good on grand pianos, but on uprights forces me to lean my torso further into the piano to maintain that 90 degrees while anchoring my elbow to maintain a good form without flag pulling. It just causes a decent amount of discomfort in my back to be so far forward over the keyboard. This lever is simply too heavy. When combined with the shape, it is fatiguing to use. I'm giving it a 2.5 out of 5 for comfort. This lever is extremely rigid with an excellent connection and control of the tuning pin, which is especially impressive for not being a carbon fiber lever. I was initially concerned about strut clearance with this head design, but it's proven to not be an issue, the only exception being one German piano with really tall plate struts that I couldn't clear with my normal grip, so I just had to switch to an offhand grip and it was just fine. Not really a big deal. It does lack a good indexing point, like I mentioned, making it rather slow and fatiguing to move, considering how heavy it is. But that's my main complaint for the control of this lever. It's not what I would consider a fast lever, giving it a 4 out of 5 for control. I like the handmade qualities of this lever, combined with a modern looking head design. It looks a little chunky, and including the pith, which is the center of the log or branch, initially made me concerned about future cracking problems. But after talking with the maker, I feel a lot more confident. They are suitably dried down and finished to prevent cracking in the long run. Plus they have the lifetime warranty, so it's really a non-issue. The cracks that did form while the lever was being dried down are nicely filled with the black CA, which lends itself to the handmade charm of the lever and still feels nice and smooth to the touch. This finish is extremely well done and feels nice and satin. The machining of the head looks really nice, and I am fond of the maple leaf. 4 out of 5 for appearance. Overall, I am quite charmed by this lever, and I appreciate the innovative design put into it. There's definitely some things I would like to see changed to improve comfort, but with those changes, I could easily see it being among my favorite couple levers on the wall. 3.5 out of 5 overall. The second Ergo Hammer that I tried is the slimmed down Applewood version. 12 inches in overall length, 11.4 ounces without the tip. It's the same low angle head, but this one is made out of Applewood instead of Arbutus. I reviewed it using the exact same Casotto Prestige 1A tip. This is the same price as the other at $446 at proptn.org. This version is definitely more comfortable than the first lever. It is a little lighter, but much less bulky, making it less tiring to use. I still found myself wishing for a shaped place to grip somewhere near the head when moving the lever. As the finish is so silky, it's a little awkward to move from pin to pin and requires more energy than I'd like having to grip this very smooth section. The ball grip is a little bit off-centered to the bottom side, which feels just slightly awkward. I prefer a little bit more symmetry. Overall, I do like this shape quite a bit. It's just a little bit on the small side for my large hands. 3.5 out of 5 for comfort. Control with this lever is very good. It has a nice connection to the pin with no clearance issues. It does feel a little bit less rigid than the bulkier version did, and I was noting a slight sense of flexing with this particular lever. It is pretty minor, but it is present. With the reduced weight and profile, it feels a lot faster and easier to move than the other, though a shaped place to grip for moving would add some control, like I mentioned. I would consider this a medium speed lever. 4 out of 5 for control. I really love this light colored Applewood. It looks and feels fantastic. It is very sturdy, and the craftsmanship that went into this lever is super obvious. The imperfections of the wood lend themselves to the overall aesthetic of this lever, and I wouldn't really change anything visually for what this lever seems meant to be. 5 out of 5 for appearance. This version is working for me a lot better than the first one I tried. The slimmer profile and slightly reduced weight make it quite a bit more comfortable, and visually it looks very balanced to me. It's still not exactly what I want in a lever with the particular shape and everything, but that is where the custom ordering option comes in. The Applewood is receiving a 4.2 out of 5 overall. The third Ergo Hammer I tried is this custom one made to my specifications. It is 12 inches in overall length, just like the other two, 11.6 ounces without the tip, so weighing slightly more than the Applewood. Has the same low angle head. This uses the Arbutus wood grip, and I also used the Casotto Prestige 1A tip when reviewing. This is the same price as the other two at $446 at proptn. This is definitely the most comfortable of all three levers to me. The ball size feels really good, and I like the exaggerated tapers a lot. The shaping near the head is just what I was looking for, making it very intuitive and easy to move from pen to pen. It's not a whole lot lighter than the first version I tried, but it feels so much better and less fatiguing to use just through its shape. I would consider this a medium fast lever to use. I do think 1 to 1.5 ounces less weight would probably be the only thing I'd want to change, though might not be possible with the materials being used. 4.5 out of 5 for comfort. Very good, rigid control with an excellent sense of the pin. I pick up on just a tiny bit of flexing on tight tuning pins, but less than the Applewood. Certainly less than any other non-carbon fiber lever I've used, with the exception of the Stuart tuning lever. See my last review for details. I think that slight sensation of flex would disappear entirely with just a slightly shorter lever. The shape lends itself to intuitive grips and is easy to move and control. A little lighter and perhaps 1 inch or so shorter seems like it would be the absolute sweet spot with this lever, though I have very little practical complaints about it. 4.5 out of 5 for control. The same beautiful finish as the other two. I believe it's an epoxy soak finished with Odie's oil, which is just really nice to the touch. The woodworking is super clean, the machining is just as crisp as the others. It accomplishes exactly what I think the goal was for this lever visually. The slimmed down shape definitely eliminates that chunky sense of the Arbutus I tried at first. This is just an extremely well-made lever, and it's obvious. 5 out of 5 for appearance. Sure enough, having an Ergo Hammer custom made to my specifications ironed out nearly all of my issues I had with the non-custom variants I tried. I was able to draw my preferred shapes on a few photos and share them with the maker. They were receptive and absolutely delivered on my requests. This lever ranks amongst the top that I've reviewed so far, and I am thrilled to add it to my collection. 4.7 out of 5 overall. I am very impressed with the Ergo Hammer as a concept and a realized product. Deborah McCann has clearly put a ton of effort into developing it and was very receptive to feedback and encouraged me to be as blunt and honest as possible. Already, it's an excellent product, but I am excited to see how it evolves in years to come. Thanks for watching yet another piano tuning lever review on this channel. I really appreciate your support, and I'm definitely looking for feedback. So if you have any comments or criticisms or something you want to see in the future differently, or a new product or whatever, let me know. If you have a product that you want me to review, also let me know. I'd be thrilled to talk about it with you. My next video, just so you know what I'm working on, is on piano tuning lever tips. Specifically, I'm attempting a comparative analysis of every tip I can get my grubby little hands on, but it is proving to be rather challenging to put together in a helpful way. I am working on it still, and I'm hoping to get that filmed in the next couple of weeks. I'll get it out just as soon as I can. But in the meantime, I love you all. Bye.